Discover how controlling your thoughts can change your life for the better. Claim the happiness and fulfillment that is your natural birthright. The Maximum Happiness course with free guidebook. www.maximumhappiness.co.uk. How to be happy is a powerful question to ask. Our personal definitions of happiness might differ, but scientists view happiness as a combination of how satisfied you are with your life and how good you feel on a daily basis. It varies from person to person, but approximately 40% is controlled by your thoughts, actions and behaviours. 50% is genetically determined and 10% is determined by your circumstances. Contrary to popular belief, we get used to our circumstances over time, so they don't play as large a part of our level of happiness as we might think. Happiness is a skill you can build with consistent practice. You have the ability to control how fulfilling your life is. Keep in mind that happiness is not about feeling hunky-dory all the time. It's not having all the money you could ever want. It's not about refusing to see the negative stuff in the world, and it's not a final destination either. Happy people are healthier people because they have lower rates of cardiovascular disease. They have better immunity, they heal faster after injuries, they're more likely to have a healthy diet, and they live longer too. It's also healthier to have steady levels of moderate happiness over time rather than spikes of extreme happiness. And your happiness isn't just about you. Happy people are more productive at their study or jobs. They typically have deeper relationships with others. They help other people and volunteer more. They're more likely to donate money to charity, and they're more creative problem solvers. You can increase your happiness in the long term by nurturing relationships, having new experiences and helping others, or just by being grateful for what you have. You can get even more happiness out of a good experience by savouring it. Use all your senses. Pay attention to sight, sounds, smells and feelings. Pay attention to the little details of a great experience. Share it with someone else. And linger and dwell on the moment. Savouring experiences makes us more grateful, happy and hopeful, whilst reducing levels of stress, guilt and depression. Good experiences strengthen parts of the brain connected with happiness. 3 things that will kill your happiness over time are comparing yourself to others, a lack of close friendships, or holding on to resentment. People who have experienced some adversity in life are actually happier than those who never experienced any. After adversity, once we've got some distance and perspective, making sense of our life's challenges helps us to shape our identities, increase our resilience, cope better with current stresses, and become more optimistic about the future. Feeling connected to a deeper purpose, mission or direction in life is key for our well-being. People who report having more meaning in their lives are more likely to have stable moods and show sociable behaviour. People of all ages report being happier when they have more meaning in their lives. Different ways people can find more meaning are through a fulfilling career. People who find meaning at work show more motivation and engagement on the job. And by raising children, 85% of parents think that their children bring them the most happiness and fulfillment of any relationship. Or through spirituality and religion. Studies show that people who are spiritual or religious tend to be happier. Besides meaning, it also gives people an inbuilt social network, and you can also get more meaning by pursuing goals that align with your core values, goals that will include commitment to something outside of yourself, such as friends, family or community, and goals that promote life satisfaction. Make time for your friends. On days when people spend 6 to 7 hours with friends or family, they're 12 times more likely to report feeling happy rather than stressed. People who work full-time experience most happiness on days when they spend 8 to 9 hours with friends and family. So make the most of your weekends. Being intentionally grateful is powerful too. Well-known researcher Brené Brown said that in 12 years of research, I've never interviewed a single person with the capacity to really experience joy who does not also actively practice gratitude. In one study, people who wrote down things they were grateful for once a week for 6 weeks felt happier and less depressed for up to 6 months. They repeated better sleep quality, and they were more likely to engage in healthy behaviours like exercise. Here are 5 ways to instantly boost your happiness. Spend 5 minutes doing something to brighten the day of someone you love. Email someone and thank them for something they did for you. Have a meaningful connection and conversation with a good friend. Take 30 seconds to help someone who needs it. Or just savour a memory, close your eyes and relive the happiest moment of your life. Some other tips to get into a state of flow by engaging in an activity that's enjoyable, that requires a degree of skill and is just enough of a challenge that you can feel in the zone, losing all sense of time. People who regularly practice mindfulness meditation have increased activity in the left prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for calm and happiness. And it helps to practice empathy. Take someone else's point of view. When others feel understood, you have a chance to build intimacy and well-being. When we compare countries, there are things that correlate between higher levels of happiness. Gross GDP per capita, freedom to make life choices, generosity and longevity. But the most important factor researchers found is social support, or having someone to count on in times of trouble. Remember, happiness is a skill you can get better at. Thank you for listening. I wish you every happiness. Thank you.